at the shop, day 492. We have a lot going on. Let's get out of this sun. Loading up, packing up. We are getting things ready to ship out. First up is some old suspension parts for my man Scotty. Right, Dylan?
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty does know.
Scotty does know.
Scotty knows. He actually knows a lot. That's why we're actually sending this stuff to him. Dylan, don't be ridiculous. But, so we're sending this subframe here out to Scotty. He's going to fix a couple things for us on it. That's an old subframe. We're going to update it, get it ready for this season, make it match our current subframe, maybe a few changes too. Drop this bag here. Unnecessary.
What do you got in here?
Heads, dude. Whoa. Fresh heads. These are VQ heads that are going out to AMS, dog.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you knew that. Don't act surprised.
Well.
Yeah. So.
I don't know.
Welcome.
I know.
Shh, don't tell him.
Oh,
But yeah. So we talked about in the last video, but AMS is partnering up with us this year. They're going to be building our VQ engines. So this one is the engine from Texas that actually got the crack in the valley. We had a little bit of an issue with that on an old block design, as we also talked about. So you can't really see it, but it's down in here somewhere. So that one's getting shipped out. Those heads are getting shipped out. This one's staying with me. This is the new engine that was in the car at Irwindale, but we are going through all these spare parts. We have all of our extra bearings. We have an entire extra BC stroker kit. Crank, rods, all that. We might be changing the piston design with JE pistons. We didn't have any issues with those. They were all good, but we just might change it up a little bit. It's one of the easiest things for them to change. JE's awesome. They do custom pistons for us all the time. And then yes, these cams, Jim Wolf cams. That's what's in this car right now, or this engine. As I said, they're a little big. We're probably gonna take them down a notch. These are 272s, high lift, high duration. It moves the power band to the right a little too much. It's a very peaky power plant. We need more mid-range torque, a little more spool up, and just better drivability. So I don't know if we're gonna use those cams, but we're gonna send them just as spares in case we can't get the right cam that we want in time. Right, Dylan?
Fully torqued.
Fully torqued. How many cams you got?
1.
Loser. Yeah,
You're
you got
just
4.
jealous.
I got 4 times cooler than you.
What, dude?
That's what I heard.
You have 2 more turbos than me too, so that means you're
Also
6
true.
times cooler than me now.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a turbo, then the heck with you, man.
Yeah, you can get out.
Get
You can just go in. Look, there's one right there. Hey, you want to take that one home?
Gimme.
That thing will probably actually choke your motor. You're gonna need a pair of those. But yeah, so less talking about crap and more getting to it. Oh, the other thing, we talked about this before as well, but the Fast Intentions cast manifolds, perfect fit, all good to go, ready to go. I'm liking it, dude. I really like them. They fit good, nice and compact, easy design to work with. Keeps the turbo nice and low, keeps the heat down and low. Put a nice heat shield right here, protect the valve covers. And we're gonna be good, dude.
Yeah.
We are gonna be good.
We're gonna rip all the skids.
We're gonna be styling. We're gonna be skidding all over town. Can't wait. Can't wait to rip a 6 skid.
I like burnouts, dude.
Dude, all this guy does is talk on the phone.
Just roll up to.
Got my box almost done. This thing is coming together. So to show you all a little bit of the how-to build an engine box. Start with the skid. Throw some boards down, screw those down. Get some vertical supports, screw them down. Go to the old Home Depot. Get a couple sides and a top cut out. Screw down, good to go. And Dylan would quit yammering. We can get back to business. That's a good fit, dog.
Oh yeah.
Dude. Not quite, but almost packed to the gills. I like it, man. This has got to be my greatest carpentry skills yet, man. You got 4 whole pieces of plywood. Got 6 2x4s in there.
Wow, well, I'd say 5. You gotta live for it, eh?
Whoa, you're right, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, good thing I got you around. Help me add. Add 4 + 1 = 5. But no, I'm pretty juiced on this. This is good. So we're gonna get all this stuff shipped out. And what you working on, dog?
I'm just working on this little block-off plate for your FG car.
It's not a block-off plate. We need that. That's
I
a
mean,
feed.
well,
It's a
see,
don't block it off, man. We're gonna be in trouble.
It looks like a block-off plate now because I haven't drilled the holes in it yet, but I'm just trying to make it all.
Good point. Good point. That guy is gonna go.
Show me where it goes.
Right on here now. And so these are actually factory water bypasses that go back to the stock heater, but we are going to drill and tap those, add 2-6 lines. One will feed each turbo, so it'll be completely independent, which will be sweet. So we're gonna have one come to this side, one pass under or around the back, maybe around the front actually, because we got our water line coming right out here, so we can pass this guy right around the front side through there, and pick up on the other side to cool down the other turbo. And then they'll come back from the turbo, hook up to the outlets on the back of the head, and so the hot water for the turbos doesn't actually go through the engine, which is good. It comes fresh from the radiator, and which will go around to the front of the engine. The fresh cooled water from the rad will go into here. Some will go into the engine, and some will split out into the turbos, through the turbos, and then right back into this outlet after the other coolant has cooled the engine. And tee back in, this line runs back to the rear mount rad again. So it's really important with turbo setups that you have the water system coming from the radiator. You want it to be nice and cool. You want to be putting hot water out of the engine, then through the turbos, then back into the rad, because then your turbos are going to start running a little too hot. And some people go waterless turbos. You can do that on some of the old school turbos, but the new GTX Garrett stuff, it really works a lot better if you have water going through them. Keeps the cores cooler, it keeps those bearings lasting longer, and you don't burn up your turbos as fast. So it's really nice to have it be independent of the engine, and through the use of factory casting and heater holes, we can do just that. That was cool.
Repeat! Oh, that's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff right here. Oh, ninja!
Ninja! I didn't go over the top too long.
Yeah, well.
I was just too busy running around circles.
Mm-hmm.
Got busy.
He's having too much fun.
We'll put a little. Try to hold that tire from moving. Should be stable. Stable, I say.
Cable. Table. I didn't know what
This is about stable as a cable.
yeah, right. It's like a, I don't know. I got nothing. It's like a tugboat pushing a ship with a stiff rope.
Something like that. Alright, we're gonna find something. What happened?
Something.
Oh man. I'm really glued here, dude. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
We're loose now.
Okay. Goose is loose.
Goose is always loose.
Lost in the sauce, dog.
Alright, let's try that again. This is a very obscure thing to be making my shrink wrapping video debut.
Yeah. I know you're good at it, but this isn't your best example. I mean,
You don't gotta lie to the people, man.
it looks good in the end.
Yeah. It's not really about the process. It's about looking at the end.
The overall product. Dude, wrap that thing up. Oh, looks like it's done.
That's where I wanted it to rip.
Yeah, that's right.
Right about there.
That's how it's supposed to go. Completely and totally on purpose, that whole process was.
Right there, dude. See? See that?
Well played,
Too
sir.
good.
Well played. So second best invention of all time is these earplugs. They're pretty solid. I like to wear them around my neck as a fashion statement because I care about
They
stuff.
look pretty slick.
Yeah.
I mean, do like them. I'm gonna get myself some.
Beep, beep, beep. They live in my toolbox. Sometimes they get gross and you just use soap and you can just wipe them off.
I was gonna say, they're about 40 years old. You've been wearing this for quite some time. They turn black.
Yeah. I was
Then you stick
wearing
them in your ears and they come out clean. It's weird.
I was wearing these when I was negative 15.
I'm telling you, I've definitely seen some pretty cloudy going on this region right here.
Yeah, well.
Here, hang on, let me clean these things up.
That's gross, dude. The truth hurts, but, whatever.
Alright, that's it.